We had to take a bit of a jump forward from Megadeth here, as Metallica took an extended break from making albums. But this is really a good matchup, because these albums are seen as the two bands getting back to, well, them. Also, I'm really fond of these two albums, because these two came out right when I was really starting to get into metal, midway through high school. So let's do this.
Megadeth and Metallica. The one scrappy underdog and the metal Mount Olympus. Two of the greatest metal bands of all time, and one idiot on the internet will pit these two juggernauts head to head, album to album, song to song, to find out who truly is
This one starts off with one hell of a matchup. Sleepwalker starts slow but brings on the pedal riffs full force, also containing some pretty exotic subject matters. That Was Just Your Life has a very solid main riff. The chorus sounds like a much more focused Saint Anger era chorus, which brings me this up again. They really just need to redo that album. It would be so much better if they just re-recorded it now. In the end, I do think I give the edge to Metallica this time. There are definitely aspects of Sleepwalker I enjoy much more, but Life has that journey feel to it and doesn't feel as long as it actually is. Yeah, I know, that was an easy one. This time we have the mighty Washington is next. Let's be straight up here, Megadeth wins this round. The end of the line has one major flaw. I don't remember it, like at all. On this album, I legit remember every song on here, aspects, why I like it, what makes me think of it, but this one just kind of sits in the back of the mind and forget it exists. Not saying it's bad whatsoever, it's just not memorable. One of my all-time favorite Megadeth riffs, and it's also what made me fall in love with this guitar. This song is pure awesomeness, except for probably the lyrics. And then we have BBS, which is a contender for the best chorus on this album. Its main flaw really is that it takes a long time to get going, and the verse is cheesy as all get out, making this a perfect matchup in the end. Overall, for a total package, Megadeth takes the lead. Title track versus the song everybody likes. We will start with The Day. The intro is fantastic. I love the main clean verse. It's still one of my main warm-up riffs. However, where it falls, holy shit, the bridge, the solo, the ending, everything just has way too much fluff to it. Some parts are awesome in it, but some parts really could have been given the boot. Boot. Now, UA sounds like a much thrashier version of a Euthanasia track, which is a huge win for me. It's another full package track where everything just flows together flawlessly. Megadeth goes up too, but spoilers, Metallica's about to go on a bit of a run. A video game track that was super overhyped when it came out and has really fizzled out in a sense. Not the game's fizzling out, the song, I'm just talking about the song. Verse is quite possibly the best song on the album, and a personal favorite of mine, so yeah, this one was easy. Megadeth's Four Horsemen. It's a solid track that has some fun moments. However, it cannot compete with the pure riffage of Cyanide. Man, that song is just so fun to play and listen to. Play has one bouncy as hell sick riff. It's easily the best part of the song. Also, the drums sound extra crisp. The rest is aight, but what is up against, to me, is the weakest of the Unforgiven trilogy. The piano is nice. The song just doesn't feel as connected to the other two. And I know that they are trying to capture the somberness it's supposed to get to you, but it's really just boring. Not all of it, just the majority. That being said, it's definitely a better song than Play for Blood. Look, even a song I don't like, I will admit when it's still a better track than another one. I'm not that dense. Also, let's be super honest here, the Unforgiven 3 solo section is sick. An unnecessary remake where the only thing it really did good was introduce me to Laguna Coil. The song should never have been sped up. Judas Kiss kicks ass. Point. Musically, American Stand kicks a country load full of ass. It is a little silly, but overall, it kicks ass, minus the talking portion. But the rest makes up for it. S&R is a pretty solid instrumental, but it has one glaring flaw. This was clearly a hodgepodge of other riffs they didn't put in other songs, and they just went, screw it, no lyrics. For the most part, it just doesn't flow. Other parts in it do, don't get me wrong, parts do flow, but most of the part, it just really sounds like they went to their Tablet file or something, guitar profile, anything, went to different songs that we didn't use that riff, didn't use that riff, just put them all together. Again, it's nothing bad, but compared to other classic instrumentals from Metallica, it does not measure up. You're Dead never really measured up to me on the vocal area, but musically, there is no denying the music in this track. Now, let the hate come. I've never been a fan of My Apocalypse. Did they forget that basically just 2 tracks ago, they used this exact same riff? Now, there are parts of this track where they go more old school thrash, and those parts are awesome. This track was definitely the template they were going to use going forward in Hardwired. I don't know, it just really feels like a song I should like more. Maybe it just had a different verse riff that really fit the rest of the song overall, like the outro where it's just pedal to the metal. This just mean a long ass way to say point Megadeth. I already know people are gonna be mad, people are always mad at these. And you bet your ass that Megadeth is getting the bonus point for what people who have been here long-time viewers already know is the most underrated Megadeth song of all time. It's only fitting this track gives them the win in an extremely close down-to-the-wire race. Next up, the penultimate episode, Hardwired vs. Dystopia.